before the noise of the world rushes in, before the to-do lists and responsibilities pull you in every direction. You have a sacred moment, a quiet space to begin your day with intention, clarity, and peace. In this video, we'll explore 5 gentle teachings from the Buddha to help you start your morning with presence and compassion. Let's take this time together to wake up not just the body, but also the heart. 1. Wake up with gratitude, this precious human life. Each morning when you open your eyes, a quiet miracle has already occurred. You have been gifted another day of life, another sunrise, another chance to begin again. But how often do we pause, truly pause, to acknowledge the gift of waking up? So many people did not wake up today. Some passed in the night. Others awoke in pain, in fear, in war, in hunger. But you are here, you are breathing, and you have a precious opportunity to live this day with awareness, with kindness, and with peace. The Buddha taught that being born as a human and having the chance to encounter the Dharma is incredibly rare. He said, "Difficult is it to be born as a human being. Difficult is it to hear the true teachings. Rare is the chance to practice the path of awakening. And yet, here you are." This isn't meant to make you feel pressured. It's meant to help you awaken to the quiet, sacred truth of your own life. Gratitude is not just a spiritual concept. It is a living, breathing practice. And the morning is the perfect time to begin. Before reaching for your phone, before the mind races into planning or remembering, just sit for a moment in stillness. Place one hand on your heart or your belly. Feel the breath rise and fall. And then, offer yourself a simple phrase. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for this life. Thank you for this new beginning. You don't have to feel joyful. You don't have to pretend everything is perfect. Gratitude is not about denying difficulty. It's about turning your attention toward what is still here, still available, still good. Even on hard days, there is something to be thankful for. The warmth of your blanket, the sound of birdsong outside your window, the simple fact that your heart is still beating. Each of these is a doorway to presence. And presence is the birthplace of peace. Gratitude is like sunlight for the mind. It softens fear. It loosens anger. It helps the heart bloom open again. You can deepen this practice by reflecting each morning. What am I grateful for today? What do I often take for granted? How can I honor this day? This life? Write your answers down if you wish. Or just feel them, quietly, in the space of your breath. You don't need to force gratitude. You only need to invite it. And when it comes, even in small moments, it changes the energy of your entire day. Let this be your foundation. Not stress, not hurry, not comparison, but gratitude. Humble, quiet, sacred gratitude for the gift of being alive. Because this life, this moment, this breath, is precious, and you are here for it. 2. Set an intention. Your mind creates the world. After awakening with gratitude, the next sacred step is to set your mind for the day ahead. Not by controlling what will happen, but by choosing how you will meet it. The Buddha once said, "We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world." This truth is simple but profound. Your thoughts shape your inner experience, how you interpret events, how you relate to others, and how you speak to yourself. And while we may not always control what life brings, We can choose the tone and direction of our mind. That choice is called intention. Setting an intention is not about rigid goals or pressure to succeed. It's not about fixing yourself or becoming perfect. Rather, it's a quiet commitment, a direction for the heart. Just like a compass guides a traveler, an intention guides your awareness. It reminds you of who you wish to be, especially in moments when you're most likely to forget. So, how do we set an intention? After your morning gratitude practice, sit comfortably and return to your breath. Let your body be still. Let your mind settle. Then ask yourself gently, how do I want to show up in the world today? What quality do I wish to cultivate, no matter what happens? Listen deeply. The answer may arise in a whisper. It could be, may I meet today with patience? May I speak kindly, even when I feel rushed? May I be present with each person I encounter? May I return to my breath when stress arises? Let the words come from your heart, not your ego. Let them be simple, clear, and rooted in compassion. You might even write them down and keep them close throughout the day. Or repeat them softly as you get dressed, prepare your breakfast, or step out the door. And remember, intentions are not vows. They are not promises of perfection. You will forget them at times. That's okay. What matters is your willingness to come back. In Buddhism, we return again and again, just as we return to the breath in meditation. Each moment is a new opportunity to remember our intention and begin again. Your intention becomes like a thread, running through everything you do. How you listen, how you eat, how you walk, how you respond when things don't go as planned. And over time, this thread becomes the fabric of your inner peace. You may find that the more clearly you set your intention, the less reactive you become, the less you need to control others, the less you judge yourself, and the more you live with presence and integrity, even in the small, unnoticed moments. So take a breath and let your heart speak. What quality will you carry with you today? That intention, planted in stillness, will grow throughout your day, not by force, but by the quiet power of awareness. 3. Ground yourself in the breath, be present where you are. Once you've awakened with gratitude and set a clear intention, there's one more essential step before stepping into the world. Come home to your breath. In the midst of an ever-changing, fast-moving world, the breath is a sanctuary that is always with you. It is constant, it is faithful, it is free, and yet, we so often overlook it. The Buddha taught, mindfulness of breathing, when developed and cultivated, brings great fruit and great benefit. Anapanasati sutta. In other words, the breath is a gateway, a doorway to calm, to clarity, and to presence. By grounding ourselves in the breath, we anchor the mind in the here and now. And when we are present, we are fully alive. Begin with simplicity. You don't need to sit in lotus posture. You don't need candles, mantras, or rituals. All you need is a quiet moment, just 2 or 3 minutes, and a willingness to pause. Sit comfortably or even lie down. Let your hands rest on your lap or over your heart. Close your eyes gently if that feels safe. Now begin to notice the breath, not by forcing it, but by observing it. Inhale, feel the air entering your nose, your chest rising. Exhale, feel the air leaving your body, your shoulders softening. Don't try to change your breath. Just meet it, just be with it. Notice when the mind wanders. It's natural for the mind to drift, to replay yesterday's conversations or anticipate today's tasks. That's not a failure. That's part of being human. But every time you notice your mind has wandered and bring it back to the breath, you are training your awareness. You are learning presence. You are strengthening the muscle of mindfulness. Think of it like taming a wild horse, not with violence or frustration, but with patience, repetition, and gentle attention. Use a phrase or anchor. If it helps, silently repeat a simple phrase with each breath. Breathing in, I arrive. Breathing out, I let go. Or simply, here, now. Let each breath be a bell that calls you back home, again and again. Let the breath meet the body. As you settle deeper into breath awareness, begin to notice sensations in the body. Where do you feel tension? Where do you feel ease? Can you breathe into the discomfort and soften it? As you ground yourself in your body, you begin to reconnect with something deeper than thought. A quiet wisdom, always present beneath the surface noise. Let this shape your day. When you rise from this practice, notice how your body feels. Is there more space in your chest? More stillness in your thoughts? More kindness in your inner voice? This simple act of pausing for 3 minutes to breathe can transform your entire day. It gives you the power to respond, not react, to walk slowly when others rush, to speak mindfully when others shout, to live awake instead of asleep. The Buddha reminded us, the present moment is the only time over which we have dominion. Your breath is not just a biological function, it is a sacred teacher, always offering the same invitation. Come back. Be here. This moment is enough. You are enough. 4. Release yesterday. Let go of what no longer serves you. Each morning is a new beginning, but too often, we rise still carrying the weight of yesterday. The arguments we replay in our minds, the disappointments we didn't speak of, the shame, regret, or sadness we quietly tuck into the folds of our heart. And so, before we fully step into a new day, we're already walking with yesterday's burdens. But what if we didn't have to? What if this morning, this sacred, silent moment, you allowed yourself to release what no longer serves you? The Buddha spoke gently, but clearly, about this. Just as a snake sheds its skin, we must shed the past again and again. Letting go is not forgetting. It's not pretending the pain didn't happen. It's not about denying your emotions. Letting go means making space. It means loosening the grip of stories that no longer nourish your spirit. It means allowing the mind to soften, and the heart to breathe again. Why we hold on? Sometimes we hold on because the pain feels familiar. We think that by replaying the past, we'll somehow protect ourselves from future harm. We keep revisiting old wounds, hoping they'll finally make sense. But the truth is, the past cannot be changed, only understood, forgiven, and released. And each time we bring it into the present without awareness, we rob ourselves of the peace that is already available. A morning practice for letting go. Find a quiet moment, sit comfortably, let your body settle. Bring to mind one thing from yesterday, or from any time in the past, that you're still holding on to. It might be a moment of anger, a word you regret saying, a situation you couldn't control, an expectation that didn't come true. Now breathe into it, gently, lovingly. Place one hand over your heart and whisper, I see you, I acknowledge your presence, and I am ready to let you go. Visualize this burden as a leaf resting on water. And as you exhale, imagine the leaf drifting away, carried by the current of compassion. You don't have to force it. Letting go isn't a one-time event, it's a practice, a process. And each morning gives you a new chance to begin again. The freedom of release. When you release the past, even a little, you create room for something new. A breath that feels lighter. A heart that feels softer. A mind that feels less crowded. You may even notice the subtle joy that comes from simply being here. Unburdened, unhurried. In the words of the Buddha, holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. This morning, you have a choice. You can carry the coal, or you can put it down. You can cling to the story, or you can step into the space beyond it. You can keep yesterday alive in your thoughts, or you can give yourself permission to begin again, with clarity, with courage, with compassion. Let today be a new chapter. Not because the past was wrong, but because you are ready. Ready to walk lighter, ready to love deeper, ready to live fully present. 5. Offer compassion. Live for the benefit of all beings. You've woken with gratitude. You've set your intention. You've returned to your breath and released the weight of yesterday. Now, as the final step before stepping into the world, you're invited to do something profoundly transformative. Open your heart to others. The Buddha taught, as a mother would protect her only child with her life, even so should one cultivate a boundless heart toward all beings. Metta Sutta. Compassion is not a luxury in spiritual life, it is its foundation. And the moment we shift from me to we, from how can I get through this day to how can I serve, care, or uplift, no matter how small, something in us expands. That expansion is peace. It is strength. It is freedom. Why compassion in the morning? Because how we begin the day shapes how we see the world. A heart grounded in compassion sees beyond irritation, beyond judgment, beyond self-interest. When we offer compassion from the very start, we move through our day not as isolated beings, but as part of a larger human family. The cashier at the store, the stranger who cuts you off in traffic, the colleague who interrupts you, the neighbor who walks by silently. Each of them carries invisible burdens. Each of them, like you, longs to be safe, happy, and loved. Each of them is worthy of your kindness, not because they've earned it, but because they exist. A morning compassion practice. Sit quietly. Let your breath settle. Place your hands gently over your heart. Now repeat these phrases softly, first for yourself. May I be well. May I be safe. May I be peaceful. May I live with ease. Then, imagine someone you love. Offer them the same wishes. May you be well. May you be safe. May you be peaceful. May you live with ease. Then extend your circle wider. To someone you feel neutral about. To someone who challenges you. To all beings in every direction. May all beings be well. May all beings be safe. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings live with ease. Don't worry if it feels mechanical at first. This is not about emotion, it's about intention. Like water carving a path through stone, compassion shapes the heart slowly, but powerfully. Live for the benefit of all beings. When you leave your home today, Remember, every smile, every act of patience, every moment of listening, every time you hold back harsh words or soften your voice, that is practice. It may not be seen, it may not be praised, but it matters. You may never know how deeply your quiet kindness affects another person. You may never see the ripple your compassion creates. And that's okay. Offer it anyway. Because compassion isn't just something we give to others. It's something that awakens our own true nature. The Buddha said, if you light a lamp for someone else, it will also brighten your own path. So today, let your heart be a lamp. Let your words be gentle. Let your steps be light. Let your presence be a blessing. And let your life, in whatever way it can, be lived for the benefit of all beings. As you step into this new day, may your heart be light, your breath steady, your mind clear. May these 5 teachings guide you with presence and compassion, helping you walk gently in a world that needs your peace. If this message nourished your spirit, consider subscribing to Buddha's Mindful Meditations, so we can continue this journey together. One breath, one teaching, one peaceful step at a time. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free.